Welcome back to another episode of Forging the Future, your third weekly update now on JemEcho. We're going to talk about 3 new features that we have built into the platform and some awesome stuff that we have coming. So first, I think we should talk about the naming of the AI Smart Partner built into the platform. We have decided to name the assistant Jemma.
She's here.
Jemma is here.
Jemma has arrived.
Your smart partner now has a name, and we are building this out so they can do anything by just asking Jemma. That is the thing we want you to know, is if you need to do something in the platform, you just ask Jemma.
Just ask Jemma. And it's not just a name. It's a whole personality.
That's right.
So there have been improvements to the entire cognizance of the smart business assistant. She has a personality. She is helpful. She is smart. She has a ton of tools at her disposal. And if you're wondering if she can do it, she probably can.
Yeah. And actually, you can ask her, and she'll tell you. You can ask her to look at your website, draw conclusions from your website, things that could be improved, make campaigns based off of your website. She'll understand what your business is. She'll be able to do market research. She can even give you social media strategies, marketing strategies, pretty much anything, you name it. Just ask her. I encourage you, just ask Jemma. She'll be able to help you out. She'll hook you up, and she's only going to get smarter.
It's true. She is going to be your ever capable and genius partner. For business.
Yeah, and I will tell you, I'm using Jemma frequently. Actually, now I am using Jemma over Google and ChatGPT because she is smarter. For example, just so you understand, a little bit of a frame of reference, we are looking to set up booths for events this summer so we can get out in front of people and show them JemEcho. We want to show them how they can ask Jemma how to do anything. And I have gotten better results asking Jemma for events that are going to give me the biggest bang for my buck in our area. She knew what area we were in. She knew what we were trying to do. She was able to quickly come up with a list and then even do a deeper dive for a deeper list of community events, which was awesome. And I tried simultaneously with 2 other platforms, and I did not get the same results. They were much better. I actually went with her recommendations, and we have signed up for several of those events. So
she gives you actionable intel that you can move on. She's capable, proactive, responsive, a huge depth of tool use capabilities there. I was using her to find out our local, what businesses we could go hang out with locally and connect with. And she gave some great advice, just places that we could walk to, even from here. So it's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff. And like we said, she's hooked into, your social, you're creating your lead forms, email automations that we're building out. And I suppose if we're talking about progress we're making in that area, we should probably talk about our second update.
Yes. This is a good one. This is a vital piece of infrastructure going forward that's going to help with outreach, staying relevant, sentiment analysis, and engaging. And that is the new social inbox.
Yeah.
So all of your direct messages, your comments from all your platforms, and your Google reviews can now be accessed, responded to in one place in the social inbox tab.
Yep, and Facebook reviews as well. So I have been using this as well, testing it, using it. It's been very cool to be able to see all those things in 3 easy tabs: comments, direct messages, and reviews. Boom, boom, boom. And coming very soon will be the automation for these things, where you can set up replies. These can actually be converted to leads in the platform, so they're not lost in the sauce. We know as business owners, it can be very easy to forget that you got a a comment from Linda, and Linda seemed very interested, but you weren't able to respond, or if you did, you hearted the message, right, and then didn't get back to her. Or even if you did get back to her, you meant to direct message her later. Well, we are working on the functionality to have it set up where you can actually turn these people from direct messages, from comments, into leads,
Mm-hmm.
which I
Yes,
think will be
absolutely.
fantastic. Yeah.
And it is the kind of thing that's when you get engagement, you want to be able to respond right away. You want to be able to provide actionable kind of insights to people who might be interested in the services you offer, where you're located,
Yeah.
what your products are. So, with the automation integration, Gemma has all of the contextual awareness from your business that she had that you've given her up to that point. So she knows if you've told her where you're located, she can inform potential customers about that. She knows you can even say, respond with a call to action saying that we have a special this weekend or something like that. So it's tunable, it's customizable, it's going to play into the sentiment analysis because it can analyze and understand what different users are saying in reviews and comments and DMs, and really bring a level of responsiveness that is intended to make that outreach as smooth and friendly and accommodating as possible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And, just even to touch on that real quick, because this just made me think of something else I used Gemma for. Um, I had Gemma craft me a post. Now, previously, through the Echo Forge era up to
Mhm.
JemEcho, our automation was able to create a pretty good post, right? It was able to create a pretty good post. Now, with Gemma's new enhanced capabilities, she's actually able to create a post that is that is structured and likely to get views, and she'll educate you on why she's created it that way. Now, you can obviously ask her to change something if you want, but if you simply just talk to Gemma, say, hey, make me a campaign, make me a post, this is my goal, this is, you now have my website, you understand my business, you know my industry, then make me something that's going to connect with people. And so back to the sentiment analysis, where as we move forward, and Gemma continues to get smarter, we are going to work on even the ability for her to see, she'll be able to see, because she already has the awareness of the things that do well out there, but hey, maybe we got more comments on this post than anything else. So that could be something where she starts getting smarter, getting these understandings of what the engagement looks like on different types of posts, and
Mhm.
can even suggest or create campaigns based on what's done well.
Yeah, and this is a big point too, is that it's kind of the confluence of tool capabilities, right? Is that she's getting smarter and she has more tools. And with some of the infrastructure changes that have gone on, like technically, it allows her to bring in a lot more context that she can say, like analytics, what are we looking at across these different sites, across these different times? What is it that is actually getting engagement, and how can I take these lessons and apply them to new campaigns and new marketing strategies? So we want her to be able to evolve and grow and adapt in a way that is very customizable, very friendly and very human like, very organic, and she's getting ever closer to that point, so it's very exciting.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think that, once again, if we could say anything, just ask Gemma.
Just ask Gemma.
Just ask
That's right.
Gemma. Free trial on the website. You can go right on there. 7-day free trial. So it's not going to hurt you any to give it a shot. Go on there, create an account, and point Gemma at your site. Ask her to do some things for you. Maybe ask her some tough questions, some research questions. Ask her to help create a viral worthy campaign, things like that. I think you'll be very impressed at what Gemma can do for you.
Yes, and she can also create lead forms.
Yes,
So
the
she
lead
has a
forms.
tool. She has a tool now that allows her to, just through simple English language prompting and talking, she can create lead forms.
Yes.
And thanks to some more kind of technical side changes, and this is something that it's not, it might not appeal to everybody, but these lead forms can now be embedded in your own website. So this is big. This is very nice, right? Because a lot of times
Yeah.
people are finding your site through search, or they're finding you on maps or something like that. They go to your website. Maybe you've got a post campaign going up and they're being driven to your website. You're getting more traffic. And when they land on your website, oftentimes you'll see businesses have a contact me form. Now, those are usually charged, actually, those are usually quite expensive to get
Hmm.
made professionally on your website. If you have the capability to access any of the web design protocol, any of the language, you can take a simple HTML block from JemEcho on your lead form section, and you can put that right on your site, and it will embed your custom lead form right there on your website. So when a user goes to your website and they see that and they fill it out, not only will that generate a lead in JemEcho, that will email you with the lead information as well. So that's going to appear in your inbox,
Yeah.
and it appears in JemEcho, and that will be integrated into the automatic outreach and engagement protocol as well very soon.
Yeah. And as we're building out the capability for the email campaigns, right? Um, the wonderful thing about the lead forms. So you think of the contact form in your mind, right, that you see on websites, but customized completely according to what you want to have on this form. I myself have built a few websites. Those things are difficult to customize. They often
Mhm.
look wonky when you try, and it can be difficult. It can be difficult to find somebody to build and maintain your website. You can find them to build it, and it often costs a pretty penny. Then it can be difficult to get them to maintain it if you want changes. And then even once that happens, as you mentioned, we've had customers already where they get they're getting emails. They're being made to know, hey, you got a contact, you got a lead, but there's no flow there. After that, they now have to constantly monitor their inbox to make sure that they're trying to respond to these people on time. And anyone that's watching this that's a business owner that has any length of time in business whatsoever, you know that your day gets too busy to constantly monitor your inbox, your direct messages, all these different areas and aspects, your reviews. So the idea is let's set up a flow for these customers so they feel like they've been engaged with right away. And let's make sure that we're pushing them further towards the ultimate goal, which is for this lead, this person that has shown interest to go the next step and purchase, right? Purchase whatever your service is. And then after that, as we've talked about before, some of the other um, integrations that we're working with, like the reviews, instant reply to reviews, now we've taken them from they've purchased. Now we want them to leave a review. We're going to push them further in the flow to get you more customers down the line. And we all know Google reviews is a big marker. Facebook reviews are a big marker. So we want them to leave a review, and then we want to engage with them on that review. And then you can even set it up so, hey, let's engage with them once a quarter. Let's make sure that this customer feels like they're still part of the family, even if they purchased from us a year ago. Because if you do that, your name will be on the tip of their lips whenever your service, they hear any of their friends or any of their family mention that they need what service you provide.
Mhm.
And the one other thing I want to say about lead forms, when he's talking about an HTML block, literally when you create a form, it creates a link that you can post anywhere on your Facebook post. Gemma can do that for you. She put them right on your Facebook posts.
Mhm.
It can be, like he said, embedded in your website. Another great use of this would even be creating a QR code for your lead form and putting it right on a business card, handing that out to somebody. So maybe they go to your site, but if you know that you've just had a great conversation with someone and you want to make sure they get directly into your lead pipeline, they can be made into a QR code.
Mhm.
And from that QR code, boom, have them fill it out right while they're with you, so that you don't lose that lead.
Yes.
How many
And
business
then,
cards are handed out? And then afterwards, if you didn't write their name down or somehow get their information, we're capturing all that for you. And by the way, as soon as they fill out that QR code, they're going to be like, oh, wow, cool. I got an email already. So a lot of cool stuff going on.
yes, and they go right into the lead management section of the dashboard too, which is great because you can and I know we touched on this last week, but there's a lot of customization that can go on with lead management. And as Jemma becomes more capable and the tool suite becomes more built out, she is going to be able to recognize when clients and leads are changing state. So it will be an outreach to a like, well, this is a now we're in discussions about scheduling or something like that, because with the automated pipeline allows her to pull relevant information about the parties from the communications that she is going
Yep.
through, and so you end up with this fully customizable pipeline that has a nice index of all your leads, all your clients, former clients, follow-ups, and all of this is totally interactable in English language. So
Yeah.
you can go right into Gemma and say, how are my follow-ups looking? You know, spring's right around the corner, summer's right around the corner, right? Do we have lawn care follow-ups we have to do? You know, who needs this, who needs that? And she has an awareness given the history of the communications with that user. So
Yeah.
we're talking about like some very extensive and in-depth knowledge about your whole lead user client pipeline facilitated into an automated system that is clever enough to know what's important to you and how to engage. So very good.
Come a long way from saying, hey, go to your AI assistant and ask it to make you a campaign.
Yeah,
I mean, now
absolutely.
we are truly moving towards, with Gemma, we are truly moving towards and are already making so much progress as I'm starting to use our business assistant as a business assistant, our business partner, Gemma, right? Inside JemEcho, you have Gemma. She is your business partner that never sleeps. And really, um, the value of having a business partner, or you can look at it as a business assistant, business partner with no equity in your business that only costs $100 a month, that works 24
Huge.
hours a day.
Huge.
That is simply something that was not possible
Or was it?
even 6 months ago. And we are not seeing the simplicity of just asking Gemma versus using a complicated CRM system with some AI tools thrown on versus an AI brain and
Yes.
partner with tools all embedded and the capability to act on and proactively do uh, actions for your business. It's just
Yeah. Yeah.
for
I mean,
99
it's
bucks a month, I would, I will say at this point, hop on now because the price may not stay there. We'll see how it goes. We want to keep it affordable, but the functionality is truly something that
mm,
for less cost than I don't even know. There's not even much that only costs $100 a
I
month
think I
anymore.
spend more on coffee every month.
Yep,
Yeah.
I spend
Easily.
3 times more than JemEcho, and your partner Jemma. I
Yeah.
spend 3 times more on that for groceries
Oh,
for
easy.
for really just myself.
Easily. Absolutely. And this is, I mean, the sooner these tools, the sooner firms and small businesses, micro solopreneurs, even online shops, the sooner these tools get into their workflow, the faster they are going to be able to accelerate, the more comfortable they get with these things. And over time, we are going to have this accumulating knowledge base that Gemma is going to start being able to really actually develop so many automated solutions that it is taking it's the amount of time saving potential here is literally hours per week.
Yeah,
It's massive.
yeah, and we're doing this for the little guys. Keep that in mind too. There's
That's right.
plenty of opportunity out there to go and make big contract money. This is us now. I want to say, at least myself, just speaking directly to you guys, to you watching this as an entrepreneur or small business owner. We're doing this for you. 99 bucks a month is not a huge sum of money to make off of a client. And we do spend a lot of time working with all of our clients, listening to their feedback, um, checking in on them. So we're very hands on. And that is something you will not find in the marketplace with any other software. I can guarantee you that. Not as an entrepreneur, small business, it just doesn't exist. We want to run this like a small business, relationship first, and also do it for the small business. So definitely excited.
Absolutely.
Very excited.
JemEcho.com, check it out.
Go to
Just ask
JemEcho.com,
Jemma.
start your free trial, and
Hmm.
just ask Jemma. Go in there and go to town, have some fun. It's not going to hurt any to give it a shot. So, yep. See you next week.